Decided not to go ahead and put the surrounds back on. Decided this seat is only a crank. That's crank. See if it'll fire. Ooh, that muffler sounds cool. Side right up. I say hadn't stopped yet. Well, we'll need to stop it and put the surrounds back on if it can keep going. Wow, that stalled. It's a cool noise. Alright, let's stop it and put the surrounds back on. So I'm glad that stop switch works. Cool. So I got that engine put back down. I realized something kind of bad. Look at that flame crack. It's cracked there and it goes back right there. I need to be very gentle with it until I can get some kind of piece of steel or something across that, reinforcing that. Thankfully, the crack doesn't appear to gauge the frame, but still, it's pretty bad. Let's see. Don't feel like it goes very far yet. But we'll need to be very gentle with it. I need to be very gentle until I've gotten that reinforced. I need to go ahead and do that if I can. Yeah, I don't really know what to do, so I'll figure that out in a bit, but I have to be gentle until I do. Now let's start to hot wire it, kind of. Start up the engine again and see how it runs. It does seem to smoke a bit. Sound too bad though. I gotta do something about that cracked frame. First though, I think right now I'm gonna crack doesn't go all the way across, thankfully, but it ain't good having that cracked frame. No. Let's just see if I can't do something about it. Or piece of metal there. I don't really want to take that off. I might need it, but the only very thick metal I used. Let's see, what is that? Have to drill some holes in it, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll work on that. I'll get that reinforced. You know, well, first I'm gonna try to fix. Right now I'm gonna work on the transmission issue with the loose belt. So let's see, how's this knob come off? Try and screw that in it. Yeah, that's what does it feels like. There we go. Got one right here. Engine sounds pretty good, honestly. I haven't bothered with the carburetor. Take off this nut here. Ugh. It's loose already. This is a smaller size of socket. Sorry, you can't really see what's going on. Just trying to get this unbolted. This cover. Ouch. Need to fix it so when I turn the key to start, the motor fires up. There's low range. There's high range. Yeah. Alright, now this is kind of a mess down here. Now one of the belts here. Off the pulley. Big belts there. I'm gonna try to pop that belt down way back onto the pulley. Alright, so I got that belt popped back into the pulley. It doesn't seem to me as if the variable speed setup is working properly. I don't think. One thing, it kind of looks to me like this front belt is stretched too long. I don't think the variable C ones are working properly. Appears to me also because that one of these pulleys has been digging in and cutting a slot in one of the belt guides. That's not good. But I gotta figure out what is up with this thing. I got a thing printed out off the computer. Let's see if I can get this thing into yeah, it don't even seem to me as if this thing's getting skinnier. The ball and pulley is supposed to get smaller and bigger, but it don't seem to me as if it does. Let's see what this says. Transmission cover, yeah, I already did that. Let's connect over here speed control link on the speed torque bracket by moving a cotter pin and flat washer. And that would be right here, I think. Pretty sure. Who honks? Well, just driving along honking. Gravity. So close. Might have to stop for the day and put the tractors away because it looks like it might start pouring down rain. Getting very cloudy out. Let's see. I am disappointed about that cranked frame. So maybe I can put some reinforcement on it. Just gotta be gentle with it until I do. Wonder how it got cracked. Looks like the frame might be bending a little bit because it's cracked. Gotta be gentle until I get that fixed. Alright, so looks to me like don't know. Let's just take down off that top one or the bottom one. The top one just some clots, it looks like. Where's speed control link? Let's see, it comes. It's underneath the front one. What's that wasp doing? He don't kind of sting me. That's what he's trying to do. Yeet. Alright, let's see, so looks like this bottom one is what this is talking about. We can't like it shows them both in the same place. Don't quite know. Maybe it's in the wrong place, honestly. Well, let's see. So it's in the same position here. Yeah, that's talking about the real one. Appears to me that they might both see supposed to come off. Yeah, they both got to come off. This looks mighty complicated, honestly. Alright, so I'm thinking this adjustment might not be telling me what I should do, actually. Kind of suspicious that just since this is a different tractor, I got to figure out how to get this pulley to expand properly. Let me see how I get this out of the way. So I'm gonna see what I can figure out. Alright, I got this off. So I've got to figure out how this is supposed to work. I'm kind of thinking that maybe this middle one goes up and down to change the ratio. I don't know. I'm glad I finally get it off though. That was kind of hard. Thick belts. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get this to work though. If I'm thinking it's stuck, maybe this is supposed to go up and down, or this is just supposed to squeeze. I think it's stuck. I don't quite know how it's supposed to move. I think it might have to be able to move pretty freely. So that way, as it tightens and loosens the belts, it'll just automatically go up and down. Gotta reinforce that chassis when I'm done with this part, after I see if it'll drive. Okay, but where it's cracked. But it looks like this will squeeze. I can squeeze this, get it to go back and forth. Well, it takes both hands. But I can, so I think I'll need to just put some oil on it. Yeah, there we go, you see. Squeaking tells me it probably needs some oil. Let's see if we can get that down into there. Seems to go up and down better with some oil. I'm guessing this has to go up and down kind of naturally. Make sure it's lubricated well. Seems to go up and down real good now. It'll be pretty interesting to drive, I bet. And to make sure it's well enough lubricated. Alright, that looks good, don't it? Look at that. Gravity will make it go down now. You will spin. Cool. Feels like it's lubricated well enough. Get a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Now I'm gonna slit this, attach this again. underneath. Starting to sprinkle rain, I don't know. Alright, so I got that pulley back on there. The belt is tight. So I need to put back on the cotter pins. Probably replace one of them that broke. Then I can fire it up and drive it a bit, hopefully. Though I will have to, I'll need to work on reinforcing that crank in the chassis. Alright, now let's see if it can drive a choke. What has happened? Looks like one of the belts fell off. Ugh. It shook a ton while I was looking at that linkage. And one of the belts just fell off. Now, I can't tell it's badly off. I'll try to fix that. Probably batten those belt guides more securely. I might go ahead and put the cover on so that parking brake don't fall off. Get that belt back on and fix the belt guides, I guess. Might have to take that pulley off again, I don't know. Okay, so as it turns out, that belt appears to be coming to pieces, which is bad because those are probably expensive belts. Thick. Top belt that goes to the transaxle. It's almost all falling apart. Gonna try starting it up again one more time though and just see. Maybe I could at least test drive it. See, that's coming up. That's broken. I was able to fix it, get that bolt back into place there, but might need some work. I'm gonna try starting it again though and just see what it does. The parking brake don't move too much out of the way. I won't make it good. It's not as bad. We can try driving it anyway. Oh, it does move. Don't quite know how to get in the skier. That's low range. Oh, that. Ouch. Gotta put the lower gear. In the highest gear, it goes all smashy down there. Because it needs that valve. Moves pretty good for needing a new belt. Struggling to climb the hill though. If it needs that belt takes it to low range if I can. Well, not too bad. I have to put a new belt on there though. Get this one off. Let's see. Look around just in case I have another belt. So let's see how to get that belt off. At least the variable pulley seem to be doing alright. Don't know if they both are gonna need replacement or not. I've got a belt for this one, but I don't think it's as big as this belt is, not as thick. So they went to thinner belts over the years. Okay, so this spring here. Looks like you'll need to come loose. Unhook it. Just leave it hooked in. Actually, there you go. Now, this belt clearly does have a lot of weight on it. So that, pretty sure. Alright, so how's this gonna come off? So it looks like first, let's see. Now I better put that parking brake on. Let's see. Be nice having a tractor that's constantly variable transmission type thing on it. I like that variable speed idea. Although I don't like the idea of a belt-driven car. But this is different. Oh. So say it's a 23X950 tire. That would explain why they were almost as wide. Yeah. As the ones in my bush log, they're 10 inch. 10. Okay, 20x10. Let's see. So I'm gonna stretch this around the pulley, I suppose. Okay. It's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna squeeze it past. I'm gonna need to bend these. Things. So this belt has got to come off on both ends. Let's see. Okay, now I'm gonna get this belt off. Tensioner spring is pulling it kind of tight. I'm not sure if this is gonna have to come off or what. I'm gonna have to end the video. I think it though. I might have to take that pulley off if I get down past that. It's coming off this pulley already. Actually, if I take it off this back pulley, then it'll really give me some slack. That might be a good idea. Let me see. Try to guide it around. Well, pushing it off. Unfortunately, that pulley has been grinding against that, and it's cut quite a slot in it at the top. But I did just manage to get it wound off of this transaxle pulley. Model number on that transaxle, but let's see who it's made by. I'm curious who made it. Alright, now so I'm gonna wind this belt down off of that pulley, I guess. Alright, got it off. It was supposed to struggle to get off that. I'll need to bend those back after I'm done. Put you on another belt and that, the shift lever up there. Get the belt reached over it, and to get slack, I just took the belt around this pulley. Well, got it off of that. That gave me lots of slack. The 1-inch back axles. This thing seems pretty sturdy. Well, I might need to replace both belts. I gotta replace one. Quite likely they'll both fall apart, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't afford much right now. Alright, let's see. See if I got another belt. Doubt it. I couldn't find another belt. I'll have to try to find one on the computer and buy one, I guess. It's gonna be expensive. Gotta try to get this B on that, I guess, for battery, probably. And that connector's torn out, so I'm gonna try to get that out. Let's see. There's supposed to be some kind of logo in the middle of the screen on this Rigid Stratton post-twin. There's 3 little holes in it. Well, things have been made more holes. Don't know quite how this is supposed to come out. Can't remember if I've actually taken one of these connectors out. Seems like I have, though. This one is so dirty. It's hard to even see into here. Well, I'm gonna pause the video so you don't have to watch these straight. Another wire. Before I go do that, I'm gonna take off this little module and see what it is. See if I can figure out what it is. Later today, I need to reinforce the chassis where it's cranked so it don't break. Good chance it'll hold up for years as it is, but don't want to take a chance like that because it snapped on it's broken on the side. A lot of reinforcement for the back, but not in that area. Get another drive belt for that back part. Alright, now, let's see if that's any info on it. What it is. Let's see. You can see that it looks like it says AUX on it. AUX. There's a T. AUX. Huh. Weird. Let's see if it'll pull apart. Might have something to do with the ammeter there, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to send the info to the ammeter, I don't know. Yeah, it seems weird. Looks like it's supposed to be a excuse me. Looks like there's supposed to be a second connector on it. It broke off. Stop the video. Looks like that was the fuse. Well, it had a circuit breaker, it looks like. Most of them use a fuse. Have to put a fuse on, probably. Would be a good idea, too. Pretty sure that was. This is a circuit breaker, though. Interesting. Now I can put this in. Wondering if the battery in this thing will charging it, the old battery that I had when I got it. I wonder if it'll be strong enough to crank the thing. I hope so. I don't want to buy a new one, but I'll probably have to. I kind of doubt that it's got enough power. Though it might have enough to crank a smaller engine, so I might can still use it. Alright. Get this thing a new starter sometime, I guess. I don't know how long this one will last. Yeah, I was able to cut this connector out of the old. Well, I was able to cut this terminal out of the old connector. So evidently you can't really snap them out without breaking them. That was what I had to replace them before I had cut it out. Let's see. Yeah, looks like this is the correct way for it to go in. Let's see here. Probably got bent up a bit when I was trying to remove the old connector. So it might not be too easy to get in. So it's it wasn't made by the same manufacturer, which is possible. Oh, that just ain't going in. I wonder if I bent this out of shape too much to put a new one in. Maybe it's supposed to go in from the back. So I think it is. Yeah. Alright now. Let's see, there's B terminal. B. So yeah, that'll be for the battery. I can rewire that so I can turn the key and it'll start. B. Yeah. It's got 2 wires on it, that's nice. One for the horn maybe. If I put a horn on it, and I expect I will. So there's a B there. popping out again. Better wiggle it in good. There we go. See if it works. Just catch this on. Oh wait. Yep. Works. Unhooked it again, and I need to put a fuse on that probably. Alright. Put on a fuse and then get back that solenoid down there. Then I'll be able to start it up with the key. Alright, so I got it hooked up. I just connected a wire down there to this. It says 30 amp fuse that was in this. I hope it'll be okay. And then I just wired it up to that, and I put some tape on this extra lead. Can hook it up to a horn button maybe. This one's just wired up right to the key switch there. It seems to work. Pretty good. I have to work on this throttle though. It's like the cable's going up and down inside the housing, honestly. If I can get to quit doing that, it might be alright. Guess I'll take off this little plastic thing and see if I can fix it. So I tried to fix this, but I couldn't really fix it. It still doesn't work quite right. But I'll probably just replace that throttle handle. But it doesn't work too bad either. It doesn't start easy without the choke, it seems like. See if that idle speed mixture can be adjusted to get it run a bit better. Don't seem to be doing much of anything. There we go. Might be better, I don't know. Well, don't sound too bad for not having to clean the carb out or anything. new gas will probably really help, because I don't know how old this gas is. So I'm going to leave the old battery charging overnight. Maybe tomorrow I can put it in, see how it works. Charging rate's really gone up. 9 amp. Yeah, that's kind of high, honestly. Mumbling truck. Oh, I recognize that Dodge there. So I'll probably just leave this charging for a few days and then we'll see if it's any good. It says it's a 340 cold cranking amp battery. That's big. Might work alright. Leave it to charge for a few hours till tomorrow. See how it works. 15 amp. Alright, that looks good. And so does the tractor. So I'll get a belt and some other stuff. Don't know if this will be the end of my section of this part of the video or not, but tomorrow we'll see when I can get me a belt now. And I need to soon get this frame reinforced, just put some holes in it, I guess, and bolt something on down there. Alright, bye for part 1, I guess.